Hi, Wizard Nation. Matt Carey here, Superintendent of Schools, coming to you with another episode of the Superintendent's View. It's been a really exciting winter here in our school district with lots of great things going on. First and foremost, in the month of February, we celebrate CTE Month, Career and Technical Education Month. We have a whole host of events that goes on throughout the month celebrating our commitment to career and technical education. On this episode, a little bit later, I'll be having the Assistant Superintendent on, Dr. Charles Powell, and he'll be talking to us about the new program of studies and the new programs that we'll be bringing to Mercer County Technical Schools for the 25-26 school year, as well as the hot-off-the-presses new articulation agreements with Mercer County Community College. Lots of exciting stuff going on over there as well. Looking forward to having Dr. Powell on again. We've talked a lot about our sustainability commitment here at Mercer County Technical Schools, and we are a bronze medal award-winning sustainable school in New Jersey, and we're currently working towards that silver rating. So just a great work by our green team, and Dr. Powell will be talking about the new sustainability program that we're bringing in for next year. So really great stuff going on with Sustainable New Jersey as we work towards that silver medal designation. Skills USA, for those of you that haven't heard me talk about Skills USA before, Skills USA is our competitive branch for our students, and we compete in all different levels. Right now, we had our local competitions, and we're getting ready for the state. Big shout out to Mr. Gent and to Mr. Nash for all the work they do for Skills USA. Really just an amazing program. And here at Mercer County Technical Schools, we don't have the traditional sports programs that other traditional high schools have. So things like Skills USA and Pro Start, those are really our competition for our students. HOSA competes as well. So these are really what we take pride in, and that's what fills our trophy cases, and our students win medals and get recognition. And as you recall from last year, we actually had a national championship winning team from the Skills USA team. Another exciting thing, if you follow us on social media, first of all, our platforms are growing exponentially. We're getting more and more followers and more views every single day. But we did feature our animage tables over at the Health Science Academy. This is cutting edge technology. So if you haven't seen the reel for it yet, you definitely need to go check it out. This is the stuff that they're using at MIT and some of the best universities in the country. In fact, I like a little side story of one of our student representatives to the Board of Education that happens to be in the Health Sciences Academy was going on a college visit, and when they got to this college, they were very excited to show the prospective students their animage table, and they were saying, "Oh, how great it is!" and they were showing it, and they said, "We have one, and we're hoping to get more." And our student rep raised their hand and said, "My high school has 4," and that's really something I'm very proud of. That we've had this commitment to technology. I have a family member who is an ear, nose, and throat surgeon, has been for over 30 years, and he talks about all the cutting-edge scientific technology that now goes into surgeries that he does every single day. And he said it is 100% different than when he learned to do surgery 30 years ago when he was in his residency and going through medical school. And now the technology that's infused into the medical profession is cutting edge and unbelievable. And we're exposing to students that at the high school level. So definitely check it out. Health Sciences Academy, big shout out to our instructors and Dr. Powell and his CNI team for bringing this to our school. We're just getting started. More videos to come. The students are actually just starting to use them now that we have the staff trained. So really excited about that. I had mentioned Pro Start previously when I was talking about Skills USA, but we are getting ready to kick off another season of Pro Start. So good luck to all our students competing in Pro Start this year. Here's a little bit of an announcement. Our post-secondary career fair. Big shout out to Mr. Al Mumford, our Director of Post-Secondary Services. For those of you that aren't aware of what post-secondary is, these are our adult programs. A lot of people don't know we run a very robust adult program here at Mercer County Technical Schools. Over 300 adults come to us during the evening to learn CTE skills. We'll be running the second annual career fair. That'll be March 26th at the SIPAC campus. We will have employment professionals from all over the county coming forward to hire our students. So this isn't just for our adult students. This is also for seniors who are 18 years or older. Come on out. Look for a profession. Look for someone to latch on with when you graduate, or it could just be a summer job. So again, it's on March 26th here at the SIPAC campus. Another really exciting new program for next year is going to be our junior ROTC program. That program is going to be working with the United States Army, and we are so excited to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Cortez to our team here. Lieutenant Colonel Cortez has an amazing background from his service in the United States Army. He is highly decorated. I think for those of you who know me know that I did serve in the United States Marine Corps right out of high school. When you talk about your ribbons and your medals, you always kind of call it your rack. And the bigger your rack is, the bigger you are, so to speak, in the military. And let me tell you, Lieutenant Colonel Cortez's rack is very large. He is extremely accomplished, extremely recognized. He has a history of teaching in an ROTC program. So we are so excited to have him here. We'll be kicking off our first year of ROTC in the fall with our first class of incoming freshmen. And then over the course of the next 3 years, we will be building that program to a 4-year academy program. So really, really excited about the addition of JROTC to our program of studies. Another announcement, we finalized our arrangements for this year's prom. The prom will be held on April 17th at Mercer Oaks. Thank you to Mercer Oaks, who always has hosted our prom over the last several years, and they do a great job for our academy students that want to come out and attend the prom. It's a really fun night. I go every year. For students who are interested in buying tickets, you can get your tickets online this year, or you can go right through your advisor. So then last but not least, as I finish up this intro to this episode of the Superintendent's View, I want to talk about our Teacher of the Year and our Educational Support Professionals of the Year. Each year, the Department of Education recognizes these professionals for their outstanding work. They are voted on by their peers. So this is a peer-driven recognition. So, as somebody who used to be a teacher prior to becoming an administrator, and I was recognized for this once in my career, and it's very humbling when your own colleagues vote for you to represent their school or the district. In this, especially, in this climate when, teachers aren't getting a lot of great press. They do absolutely amazing things, and so do our educational support professionals. So this year, over at the Assunpink campus, Brian Hayner, our electrical instructor, big shout out to Brian. He's just done just tremendous work over the last couple of years in that electrical program where he's been teaching for several years now. To the point where other vocational school districts are coming and looking at our electrical program as a model. And then this one for our educational support professional, I'm really, really excited about this one because this is Marcia Carey. And Marcia is a school social worker. She's only been with the district for 2 years. And when I first got here as superintendent, one of the things that I identified in my 100-day review of the district was that we were lacking in certain areas, and one of them was in student supports. And social workers and guidance counselors. So we've added new guidance counselors, new social workers, and Marcia was one of them. And already within the couple of years that she's been in the district, she's making a tremendous difference with our students. Over at the SIPAC campus, this is another one I'm really excited about, is Carey Perlman. She is our graphic design teacher. We made a huge investment into Carey's program about 2 years ago and got some really nice new equipment. And the product that she's been pushing out is just second to none. In fact, I was at the Winter Fest this year, and Graphic Arts had a table set up, and I felt like I walked into a Hallmark store. That's how amazing the work that they do there. So if you ever have any needs for graphic arts or graphic design materials, reach out to us because we do work with companies from all over Mercer County to help them with their platform. And then last but not least, our educational support professional from the SIPAC campus is Barbara Dunn. For those of you that have been around for a while, you know Barbara and you know the work that she does. She's an instructional aide who is just a huge asset to our instructional programs, but also our student body as well. The kids really look to her as a mentor and a trusted adult within the school setting. So a big shout out to Barbara. We really do appreciate you. So that was a mouthful, but a lot of exciting stuff going on across our district. And I probably left another 10 or 15 things off the list that I could have talked about. But in the interest of time, I want to move on to the next section with our assistant superintendent. And then I'll be taking you out on location to our general advisory meeting and speaking to a guidance counselor from another school district. But I don't want to give away who it is until we get to that section. So without further ado, we'll move on to the next segment of the program. But as always, go Wizards. Really excited for the rest of this school year. Thank you. And welcome back to the Superintendent's View. I'm Matt Carey, Superintendent of Schools. I have a very special guest with me, our Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum Instruction, Dr. Charles Powell. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Carey.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Great to have you back. I know we had you on when you first started. It's amazing that 2.5 years has flown by so quickly, but lots of exciting stuff have happened since the last time you were on.
Yeah, it's great to come to work and have fun doing it,
yeah.
And learning a lot and getting underway a lot of projects and
Absolutely.
A lot of new programs coming up.
Yeah, we really have done a lot in the last couple of years, curricular-wise and new program-wise and articulation agreements. And that's why I had you on today. So some exciting news. At last night's board meeting, we did approve our articulation agreements with Mercer County Community College. Pretty excited about those. So take us through, like what are some of the highlights of the new articulation agreements?
Some of the new highlights is first and foremost, we are our new share time program, environmental sustainability, and we have a big focus in that program about urban agriculture, hydroponics, and indoor farming. Really excited. We got some plant science articulated credits and soil and plant management articulated credits at Mercer County Community College. So that's a big win. Without having an industry value credential as a tier 2, dual enrollment agreement is very important for getting CTE programs approved.
Yeah, absolutely. And dual enrollment, is something that we've really had a concerted effort on over the last couple of years, and we're seeing that expand. Our students are ranging anywhere from 45 to 60 credits based on what program they're in. So really great. All right, so the new sustainability program, hydroponics, sounds like a really outstanding program. I know we had a smaller version of it, last year. Tell us a little bit more about that program.
Sure. So the smaller version started with the PSE&G grant that we did one very small lab. With the new construction project, we're going to be expanding this into a whole large shop. So we're looking at indoor farming. We're going to have multiple grow cycles, a lot of interdisciplinary opportunity with our culinary arts program, with our horticulture and turf care management program, looking at plant science, looking at agriculture, looking at indoor growth, soil science, things of that nature. Our culinary arts department is going to be able to use some of the grow in the shop and be able to use that for dishes and learning material for culinary arts. So we're really excited about that program. Absolutely.
And, it's sustainability, urban farming, all of these things are really important to our society right now as we're looking at, food insecurities. So really excited about this program and our partnership with the College of New Jersey. Amazing stuff. All right. So another big program that we have starting next year is our ROTC program, right? Say that 5 times fast. But we have Lieutenant Colonel Cortez has joined us. Really, really excited about this. And I know with your background, having taught at West Point, the military academy, for those of you that tuned into the first episode with Dr. Powell, you'll know that about him. I'm sure that's very exciting for you as well.
Yes, very exciting. This was one of my big goals when I came here is to start a new program in JROTC. Luckily, it just so happened to be with the Army. We found a wonderful candidate who's going to lead this program in Lieutenant Colonel Cortez. And, I'm even thinking about looking at the West Point STEM Academy over the summer to send the students to who are going to be able to go to it. One of the big things is going to be about leadership, about character development, and education training. They're going to get their drill. They're going to get CPR. They're going to get first aid. They're going to have life-saving abilities going through this program. And importantly, they have dual enrolled credits through the community college. They're going to be able to earn a minimum of 53 while on our campus. Wow. Yeah, with our instructors.
That's amazing. Congratulations on this, because I know, from way back when, and we've known each other a while, and I know that there was when you were we won't mention who, but it was a different vocational school district. You started a Coast Guard Academy that's been very successful, so I knew that you had an experience with that. But this is just an amazing thing to bring to us, and I am so excited about the future of this program. So great job. And then I guess last but not least, just any other highlights, program of studies or other things, to talk about as we get ready for the 25-26 school year.
So we have recently been awarded an expanding artificial intelligence in career pathways and with AI and robotics. So this is going to be another new academy under our STEM umbrella, and we are right now underway with the College of New Jersey, developing coursework, a minimum of a 3-course pathway that's going to lead them to a career in AI and robotics.
Amazing. And this was a very competitive grant. I know it was offered to all 21 vocational school districts in the state, and we were one of the 2 selected. Congratulations to Middlesex, the other one, our partner in this. But we were awarded over $340,000 to start this robotics program. So another huge endeavor for our district. Really excited about.
Yeah, so we're going to be able to expand our pathways and our academy students coming in for next year.
Outstanding. Go Wizards.
Go Wizards.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the show. I really appreciate you and all the work that you do. You and your team, the CNI team, is behind the scenes here, but boy, do they do a lot of work to make this the great district that it is. So thank you, Dr. Powell.
Thank you, Mr. Carey.
Hi, folks. Matt Carey here at the SciPac Center. We just finished up the annual CTE luncheon for CTE month, and I have a special guest with me, Mr. Tom Filippo from Princeton School District. Thanks for being here, Tom.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful event as usual.
Absolutely. So this year's theme was New Orleans. What'd you think of the event?
Oh, I always tell people free food tastes the best, and you guys did not disappoint.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for inviting all the faculty, staff, and support services around the county.
Absolutely.
And hosting us here so we could see all the wonderful things that are going on here at Mercer County Technical Schools.
Yeah, and that's a great segue because there's actual program that goes along with the event today, and our director of Pupil Services, Mr. Orff, was kind of the MC for the event, but he did a presentation, and we also had a keynote speaker from the Department of Labor. What are some of the things that you picked up on today from the presentation?
So at the presentation, the thing that I was most impressed about was just the way that the communities all work together from the top down, like the trickle-down effect and the appreciation that everybody has as to all the different moving parts and the moving pieces to help get the students out into the workforce and also to continue their career and their post-secondary education. And it's wonderful to see how everybody kind of works together, even with like the county colleges as well. So that was a part that stood out to me as well, as how you guys are working with local colleges and community colleges to get those articulation agreements from all the shared time programs and also the programs at the career prep, so that students, when they graduate from a program here at Mercer County Technical Schools, they could also leave with college credits to their name before they even step out of high school. Absolutely,
and that is a huge part of what we do here, amongst all the other things. My favorite part was that's one of my top 5, but mine is seeing the students who are actually out in the workforce, when the students actually came and talked to us about where they were working, what they were doing. These are career-based jobs, and then also obviously we're very proud we have a student that was accepted to Brown University this year, so we always take a look at outstanding things like that. So let's just kind of finish it up. From Princeton, I've been here. This is my 3rd year as superintendent, and I obviously keep a very, very close eye on enrollment numbers. I'm seeing the enrollment is going up from Princeton students coming to our vocational schools. Can you talk a little bit about why you're seeing an increase in enrollment from your schools?
Wonderful. Yes, thank you. So I think it first starts with MCTS inviting in all of the high school counselors. So I'm one of the liaison counselors between Princeton High School and MCTS, and we come in for the monthly meetings, and they share lots of information with us to bring back to our counselors. And then we also pass that on to the community. So there's constantly communication going out to our students, to their families, to our PTOs, and then we also have Mr. Orff come in and do an assembly program for our students every year. He also even comes in to our business classes, and he has some class presentations that he works throughout the day with our students. And then we also come over for the field trip. And then on top of that, we'll send the people over for the guest day visits, which the kids really love.
Great. And now we have the summer camp, too, which is unbelievable for the middle school students.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There was one thing that I wanted to mention, too, that I like to put out there when I can, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So there's a parent that came back to Princeton High School to talk to us about their son that went to Princeton High School but then came here to MCTS. And she talked about how he really liked to work with his hands. He didn't really like to be in all the traditional classes and things like that. And he came here to get an electrical degree. And the mom was unsure like what it was going to do. So after doing the electrical program, he went to go work for PSE&G. Okay. And then after a few years of working for PSE&G, he was like, you know what? I think I could continue my education. And then he went to get his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, and they gave him a scholarship because he applied the knowledge from MCTS to the college.
Yeah.
And then now she said he's getting his PhD in electrical engineering.
Wow.
So you have to think about there's different paths for different kids.
Well, I'm going to have to get that information from you because we're always looking for qualified CTE teachers.
There we go.
And maybe we can get them to come back and do an electrical engineering program for us.
That'd be beautiful.
That's a great story. Really, thanks for sharing that with me and for everybody out there. Because those are the kind of stories that happen every day here at Mercer County Technical Schools. But our partnerships with our sending districts are extremely important to us, and we really mean that. These are partnerships. We work together for our students. So thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Happy CTE month.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Take care.